Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So today is July the 18th. It's about 8:20 a.m. Eastern here in US. I want to bring you an update for Bitcoin and give you all the good stuff going into the rest of this week and finishing up the month of July. We have been seeing a really nice rally in last few days. So I want to give you my perspective on that and what it might hold going into the weekend, going into next week as well. Okay, so before I get it started, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit those notifications and the bell icon so you can get this content right away. And please make sure you spread the word regarding like cryptocurrencies, all the good, all the bad, with your friends and family. Make sure you know, tell your friends and family about the channel. That's how we grow as a community. So make sure you're also, you know, doing your part when it comes to like spreading the word about, you know, cryptocurrency, all the benefits of it, all the pros, all the cons, however you think, in your opinion, what it is and what it might hold in future. So please do let people know about it. Okay. So let's get it started. Bitcoin is trading at around 7,446 right now as I make this video, and we are coming to a resistance of around 7,500. So let's take a step back and do a quick recap on this move and how we got here and what it might hold. Okay, going forward. So I have been saying that we have been sitting in this steady down channel for almost since May, for a couple of months now. We have been seeing this down channel, a very steady down channel, and we try to make a bounce right here in early mid-June. It didn't work. Then we bottom out around late June, and then try to make some rally, had a pullback, and now finally coming to the second half of the July, where I have said it before that a lot of the professional traders, a lot of the institutional money also comes into the market. Usually, historically, a lot of institutional traders, a lot of professional traders are out of the market during the summer months. That just goes with any market. It's not just this market. So the volume is quite low, and I have been seeing a lot of chatter in last month or so where people have been actively shorting Bitcoin and other Ethereum. Now Ethereum is also getting introduced on the futures market in London exchanges. So there are there are a lot of people who are jumping onto this bandwagon that Bitcoin is going to 3,000. Bitcoin is going to perhaps much lower. So a lot of people have jumped into that bandwagon and started shorting Bitcoin in last month or so, and that really what that have caused is same thing that people were jumping in and buying Bitcoin at 20,000. Same kind of mentality have been going on in last month or so, where people are jumping on the bandwagon and saying, okay, we are going much lower. Okay, so since in this down channel, what we have, just like up channel, it cannot just go up forever. The buying pressure dries out. Same thing here, the selling pressure dries out, and especially coming at the end of second half of July, where the institutional traders are coming in. It's hard for the bears to keep on pushing lower. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, where the bears are not able to push it lower, and the newer money are coming into the market, and what is happening is they're getting squeezed out of the market of their short positions. So there are a couple of things that are making this rally that we have been seeing in last few days. One is like, you know, the newer money that is coming into the market. As when I say newer money, I'm talking about institutional trader or professional trader who are finally, you know, just coming back from vacations. Just, you know, usually the trading is drying up and they're coming back into the market. Second thing is the people who started adding the short position in Bitcoin, they're perhaps getting squeezed out of their positions here, because the momentum that we're seeing on the upside, this looks like a short squeeze. A lot of the, like, you know, amateur traders, or even like people who are, you know, trying to make some quick buck, trying to short Bitcoin, are getting squeezed out of it. Okay, so there are a couple of things into equation. And then the third thing I would say is the momentum traders, like me and like a lot of other people out there who are seeing this kind of move and, you know, jumping on to this momentum trading opportunity, where they are getting into the market with the stop losses and getting out at the resistance points. So there are a few things that are making this move that we have been seeing in the last few days. Okay, so in the previous Bitcoin video, I mentioned that we are seeing this, perhaps this inverse head and shoulder pattern, the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Okay, and I talked about this neckline, which is around 6,800, but I was saying that we need to get out of this resistance zone, which we actually did with a nice volume. If you see in last few days, on the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, every single day the Bitcoin volume was keep on going up. Now that's a very positive sign. When I always say that if you want to see those things when the volume is going up with the price action and it's going up, so it's not a divergence where, like, you know, the price action is going up but volume is going down. So this is a very good sign, and perhaps the timing of it is also really good in my opinion. Okay, so inverse and head and shoulder, we are getting out of this inverse head and shoulder pattern, which is bullish. So as long we are staying over the 7,100 or 7,000 mark, I will remain bullish on Bitcoin. Okay, I'm gonna repeat myself. As long we stay over 7,000 mark, 7,100 in Bitcoin, I will remain bullish in Bitcoin. Okay, that is a significant level that we want to stay over. The reason I say that is because the resistance that we have been experiencing previously, now it will become a support level. So we want to make sure we are staying over that support level. All right. Something to keep in mind, you know, in the short term, let's look at the 4 hours. Okay. So it's like, if you look at the 4 hours, like, you know, it's a nice, you know, the U nice cup with the handle formation. But what I'm seeing again is little bit overbought in the short term. When I come to the 4 hour chart, it's a little bit overbought in the short term. So I won't be surprised if we see a minor pullback and we might come up to the 7,000 level in Bitcoin. Okay, so just do keep that in mind. Nothing goes up forever and nothing goes down forever. So it might take a small pullback in an intermediate time period, especially, like, you know, in the 4 hour chart we are a little bit extended right now. Okay, for the 8 hours, let's look at the 8 hours. Yeah, we are coming to the extension point in the 8 hours as well. So the resistance that I'm looking at, let's go back to the daily. The resistance, again, the 7,500 is a good resistance level, as well as this pink trend line that I drew from the March time frame. It provided support back in May. We broke that, so going up it will act as a resistance, which will be around 7,600. All right, so keep that in mind. So we have few resistance points coming up. I won't be surprised if we see a minor pullback here and then have a second round of rally, but I would like to stay over that 7,000 mark. If that happens, that's a very positive sign for Bitcoin and the overall market. Okay, just to recap, the timing of this rally is really critical. We are going into the second half of July, where a lot of the institutional and the professional money is coming into the market. That's a very historical trend. I have mentioned that in my previous Bitcoin videos. So do keep that in mind. If you are trying to short it, I would not advise you to short Bitcoin. I see a lot of people getting squeezed in this rally who try to short Bitcoin and are getting squeezed. So please make sure you stay away from shorting any of Bitcoin. I see there are some channels out there who showing people how to short and this and that. But again, if you're not an active trader, I highly recommend not to short Bitcoin or any other asset. It's very risky. Shorting an asset is a very risky thing, and you can easily lose a lot of money shorting it. So please do stay away from it if you're not an active trader. Okay. That's pretty much it, guys, for right now. I mean, I'm just, we might see some pullback today, so don't get surprised if we see some pullback today. We are getting a little bit stretched out, so I won't be surprised if we see some pullback, and and we'll have to make sure that we stay over that 7,000 mark. Overall, I'm getting more bullish around my the bulls have more momentum. I would say I would say 70 to 80% momentum goes to the bull right now, because the way we broke out of this resistance zone, taking out the the previous resistance, and the volume that is coming in. So that is all very good sign, and especially the timing of this right now. So I will remain bullish right now. We also have to just keep an eye on the headline news. So make sure we need to make sure there is no the exchange hacking, whatever other restrictions. So just keep an eye on those headline news. Sometimes those news are very damaging to the price action and the the chart formation and all that. So I'll definitely keep an eye on that. But right now, technically speaking, we are looking pretty nice, and perhaps we will see 8,000 fairly soon by the weekend. But I do wanna reiterate, don't get overly bullish. Don't try to buy into this kind of strength. Okay, have a pullback. We will see some pullback. All right, it might come up to maybe 7,000 level or 7,200 level. I don't know exactly. Nobody knows. Okay, all right, but it will be the 7,200 is next level of support. 7,000 is another level of support. So wait for those pullback before you get into the position. All right, let the market come to you rather than you chasing into the trend. We had this 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th day of heavy buying in Bitcoin. So I mean, do you really want to buy into the strength? I would rather wait, and I mean, if you didn't get into it, then it's okay. There will be plenty of opportunity that market will give you. So don't think this is the last trade of your life. You will never be able to trade again. If you don't get on this bus, you will miss everything. No, that's not the case. All right. So just give yourself some time. If it doesn't come to you, that's fine. There will be plenty of trade in futures that you can make. If not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe in next few hours, we might see the pullback. So what I'm trying to say is, don't buy into strength. Okay. Don't chase the price action. Let the price come to you. Okay. All right. So that's all, guys. Let me know if you have any question. Post it in the comment. Share it with your friends and family. Share it with the social media so people can know about the channel, know about cryptocurrency and all that good stuff. So it's up to us to how if you think cryptocurrency, Bitcoin have any future, then it's up to us to spread the news. We need to make sure that other people know about it. I'm not saying that okay, just tell them it's the greatest thing that will ever happen, but tell them the facts. Tell them all the good things. Tell them all the right things. Tell them all the pros and all the cons as well. There is a risk involved in it. Just like with any other investment, everything have a risk involved in it. So tell them all those facts, all right, and let them make their own decision. So that's the thing that you can, you know, offer to your friends and family. So all right, so that's pretty much it, guys. I'll talk to you soon.